So did I.
What? Oh,
I know you. Who's being sentimental? All I said was.
all right. Just tell me what the plan is.
The corporation is supposedly on top of this, but I know better than to put my life in the hands of pen pushers.
Oh, I hear ya. You never know with those numbskulls.
Right. So, until the rescue ship arrives, we better watch our own asses.
Do they know about me?
They were the ones who told me to create you.
Bastards. Tell me you know what to do.
Of course, it's simple. We need to stick together and stay away from the sun.
Well, there's one thing you should know. This base is a resource-consuming, maintenance-heavy sucker to operate.
I have you to help me.
That's not gonna be enough. I'll be blunt with you. If you want to survive, you're gonna need more people.
People? What people?
The Rapidium's there. Use it. Make more versions of me.
Versions of us both, you mean?
Huh. That almost sounded like we're planning kids. You need to work on your cooking skills, though.
Actually, I can't wait to branch myself again.
Sure. Take the bull by the horns. Good luck keeping him happy.
Hello? Jan. Can you hear me?
Lena? Lena, is that you? What are you... How did you find me?
They let me know. Agatha, my boss, came to see me and said you could use some support. Are you all right? I heard about your crew.
Yeah. Everyone's dead. But I'm fine, somehow. It's a lot to handle.
Yeah, I know. Is it true you found Rapidium?
Oh. So that's why they got you to call.
I know you think everyone in the company is an underhanded asshole, but honestly, I don't care why they approached me. I wanted to call. What the hell happened out there? How did you survive?
So, your boss, did she say anything more about the accident?
No. Just that you're all alone out there and could use someone close to talk to.
Really?
How did you make it?
I'm not sure. Something strange. Everyone died in their landing pods, except for me. I don't know why. It's really weird.
Oh my... That does sound so unbelievable.
Even more unbelievable to hear from you, out of the blue.
I know. It's awkward for me, too. We haven't spoken in a while and suddenly this. I just hope... What's the plan for getting you out of there?
There's a guy called Lucas Pena. He's handling it, apparently.
Someone from STC.
You know your way around.
It's been a couple of years. Look, is there maybe anyone from outside the company you'd like me to get in touch with? I mean, to let them know?
No. There's no one.
I didn't mean to get personal. You know what? Why don't I ask STC to keep me in the loop, and to keep an open channel for me. If you want that, of course.
Yeah, I'd like that. Thanks.
Good. Take care then, and talk soon.
Hey, were we supposed to stop here?
Nope. It's way too early. Don't tell me something's wrong with the base again.
Not on my watch. Systems are working fine.
Something outside then?
Yeah.
Well, don't jump into your suit already.
I'm kinda starting to like the inside of our base.
All right, I'll take a look around.
Hey, man. Can we talk?
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
My lucky old multi-tool. No wonder you took it with you. This little baby never ever let me down.
Yep, I thought it might come in handy.
Of course, every man of the house should have one. It sure helped me feel like one when the time came. Thanks, man.
Something you wanted to discuss with me?
I wanted to congratulate you.
On what?
Having a smart me on board.
Seriously?
Yeah, I flipped through some manuals while you was sitting on your hands. Looks like we had the base operating in minimum maintenance mode.
Oh?
Yeah, but I played around with functionality options and, hey presto, we got some new handy toys unlocked. Tools in the workshop and such.
Wow. Oh, thanks. I can't wait to check them out.
No problem. There's also some upgrades available in the building module. Sound like something you like to play around with too?
Sweet. We could do with some improvements here.
Sure, but don't start fantasizing too much. Remember, everything costs resources. So, wherever we are and however long we're staying, it might just be wise to see if we can set up a mining outpost instead of relying on shallow deposits. Just in case.
Sound advice. I'll consider. These loose rocks look like they might be passable. If only I had a tool to drill through them. These loose rocks look like they might be passable. If only I had a tool to drill through them. This is why we stopped. A lava river. Plan B then, I guess. We'll need to figure out if there's a way around. Wonder how many more surprises this planet has in store. About time. I'm in some deep shit here.
So you're not at your destination yet?
I'm stuck. We're stuck. There's a freaking lava river blocking our way.
Do you think you can cross it?
I don't know. Still working on it. Anyway, you can help me?
I can try. I have a limited view of the surface of your planet, but there is one thing you could do.
What's that?
You have a lot of very useful tech on board that base. It's designed to overcome practically any obstacle. All you need is a properly trained crew, if you know what I mean.
More altars. Is that all you have for me?
You still don't get it, do you? That's a lot. If it helps, I have some news for you. Good news and, well, just news.
What's the bad news?
You didn't listen. There's no bad news. First of all, I've been informed that a rescue party is being organized.
Organized. You mean they're not on their way yet? What the hell are you waiting for?
Mr. Dosky, please, calm down. No matter how long the procession, it will always end up in church.
What?
Just a thing my grandma used to say when I was a kid and tired of doing my homework.
Except this is not about your homework.
Sure. But you gotta understand, your mission got dispatched pretty far away. We still haven't mastered teleport.
How long do you think it'll take them to get organized?
All I can say is, they know it's an emergency.
Wow. That long?
Don't shoot the messenger, man. I'm really trying to help.
So, what's the other news?
Well, I know you have a lot on your plate right now, but there's a request from my boss directly. Before we get you out of there, we want you to retrieve as much Rapidium as possible.
Huh. Figures. They don't want to lose their chance. Probably worthless to your higher-ups without Rapidium anyway.
It's sure gonna give your rescue mission wings, if that's your kind of incentive.
Of course.
My boss will want to speak to you shortly. And you'll see how important it is. He's not some kind of empty three-piece suit if that's what you're afraid of. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but it was his idea to, you know, let you in on the branching procedure. By the way, is your altar doing any better?
Yeah. We're getting along pretty well now. Thanks.
That's very good to hear.
Is this about you wanting to talk to him again?
No. No, none of that. My boss put it out of my mind. That's not to mess things up even more.
So, you admit it's a mess.
What? No, we just... You know what? I'm not commenting on that. Talk to my boss about it.
What's gonna happen to my altars back on Earth?
I don't know. I'm sure my boss will think of something. He always knows what to do.
You either really trust him or you're very good at not saying anything.
Maybe both? I'm not a natural talker.
Ever tried working on it? You know, with a professional?
Not really. But my sister wanted to be a therapist and she practiced on me when I was 5.
Oh? And how did that go?
She turned to breeding hamsters. I hope you're not laughing.
Your family seems interesting. Got any more stories about them?
It's a big family. Brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles. Yours?
I was the only child.
Wow. Can't imagine how that feels. Anyway, no time to talk about families now, right?
Tell me more about this boss of yours. mention him a lot.
He's the head of mining operations. Great mind, very open. You'll see. Doesn't normally do this, you know. Talk to people on space missions in person.
Oh, I feel so blessed.
You should. He saved your life, in a way.
Okay. I better get back to work then.
Yes. Just remember about the Rapidian, Mr. Dulski. And wait for contact from my boss.
Jan, Hey, how are you feeling? Well, I'll be damned. You okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But... I think you know perfectly well who I am. So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find? What? How much rupidium is there? Did we get a breakthrough? Yeah, you bet. There's a lot of it. Good. That's good. Wait, how do you know? Well, isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses. What about them? They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module, which can only lead to one conclusion: that my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found rupidium. Besides, I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wow, you're right. That's impressive. I did create you out of my DNA. We're not identical, of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information. And that's the interesting part. Yeah. Our bodies are the same, but our minds are not. I needed a scientist on board. But there's always a scientist on board. So, what went wrong? The old crew is gone. They're all dead. That's why I needed to alter myself into different versions. With the use of the quantum computer on board and something called mind records. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds plausible. So, what do you need from me now? Why don't you rest a little? Get accustomed to the new reality? Which part of what I just said makes you think I'm not ready to start immediately? Well, in that case, your situation must be critical considering the lengths you went to. Something tells me there's no time to lose. You're right. Why don't you start with going through the mission logs? I need to get the full picture first. My thoughts exactly. Good. This might work.
Jan, can you come see me? There's a thing.
Whoa. You look tired, man. Everything okay?
I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with sleeping on the floor?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Of course not. You have your cozy captain's bed.
All right. No need to be so dramatic about it. I'll get you a proper dorm.
Sounds like a promise.
resolve this?
Can't get rid of you.
for Plan B.
Hey, man. You alright?
Alright? Hell no. Feel like I'm fucking dying. Oh, shit. That's it then. I'm dead already.
Not yet, brother, not yet.
Damn it. Yet another disappointment.
You're on strong sedatives.
This is one strange dream.
Why don't we give you a mental checkup first, okay?
Yeah. That's what they always say before they break the bad news to you. Shoot.
What's your name?
My name is Jan Dolsky, but I'm seeing fucking double. You should worry about that.
We'll get there. Just fill me in on your role on this mission.
Well, I used to be a miner, but then I lost my hand in an accident. Hey, wait a minute. What the fuck is this? My fucking arm. It's there again. Okay, I'm done with your little survey. Tell me what's going on. What have you done to my body?
I fixed it for you.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Jan Dolsky. I got stranded on a desolate planet where I found Rapidium, so I used it to make you my copy.
What the fuck did you drug me with, man? Oh, this is insane. What a trip.
It's not a trip. It's reality. Your new reality.
Oh, yeah? Well, in that case, Mr. Dolsky, would you be kind enough to tell me why your body's so damn intact? Because if you really are who you claim to be, both of us should be short an arm.
That's smart. We're not exact copies. We only share the same DNA. Our minds and memories are different.
Okay. I knew it was a fucking mistake the moment I signed up for this goddamn mission. Oh, man. You want to know what's most cruel about what you did?
I don't know. Tell me.
Keeping all that shit I went through in my head. Now that, my brother, is cruelty.
Look, you obviously had a complicated life, so why don't we try to look ahead now?
To what?
To whatever this journey brings for us.
Oh, no, thanks, man. I've had my share of surprises.
In that case, why don't you just kick back and take some time to get used to your new self? Go through the mission logs. They should clear a lot of things up for you.
Okay. I'm also Jan, obviously. This will never not be weird. Anyway, make yourself at home.
Cheers.
You look hurt. What happened? Are you blind? I got too much radiation exposure. I feel awful. We have to come up with a better radiation protection in the future. Yeah. Make it our top priority, all right? For now, just remember to keep the radiation barrier on, okay? Radiation filters will speed up my recovery. At least when I'm inside.
Hey, I built that dormitory you asked for.
Hallelujah.
I hope you sleep well tonight.
I'll sleep like a full-fledged member of an advanced civilization.
Sweet dreams, then. Okay, I went beyond the rocks. It doesn't look good. The lava river is fast as hell, I'll be straight with you. There's no way around it.
Holy shit. What now?
I guess we need to get across somehow. Any ideas up your smart-ass sleeve?
So now I'm smart, huh? Still, even I might not be enough. But a smarter version of us? Yeah, he could do the trick. The scientist. He could look for a solution in that research lab you built.
Okay, let's give it a go.
The Saber evacuation functionality. The Saber evacuation functionality manual. The quantum navigation system has been designed.
So, how are you? Settling in all right? Settling in is overrated. I analyze reality from wherever I am, however uncomfortable the angle. There's always an observation to be made. I'd love to hear what you managed to observe. This place is not run optimally.
In the case of such events, please refer to the Saber evacuation functionality to move the base and continue extraction.
Yeah,
to the Saber
I know.
location.
I wasn't trained to command a mission. But now that you're here, with your experience, I'd love to pick your brain. Do you think you could mentor me? Good thinking. First of all, you need to set long-term goals and draw up a roadmap for each of them. Remember to include all unpredictable variables in the equation. That way you can have contingency plans at the ready for each instance. All right, slow down. Prioritize resources. Do not waste time on idle conversations with the crew. Hide the booze. Don't be cheap on coffee. That's slow enough for you? Hey, you've just crossed out every team-building exercise on my list. The people are there for the mission, not the other way round. Truth is, I really wish we could make use of the tech I worked on for all these imaginary years. It would make things so much easier if it existed. So what exactly was your research about? Nanotech in space exploration. We went from humble startup to making headlines in a few months. Taking our solutions to the front line was my dream come true. The data we could bring back. You had big plans for it. Well, now it's all gone. Yeah, I understand how lousy that must feel. Honestly, I don't think you do. But I hope we're not going to sit around crying about it. There's work to be done, here and now. That's true. Well, let's get to it then.
System is a state-of-the-art route planning solution designed and implemented by AliCorp to optimize the efficiency.
Jan Dolsky. Finally. I've been impatient to meet you.
Yeah, sure. You that big fish Lucas was mumbling about?
Terrence Maxwell. But yes, I am both his and your superior at mining operations. First of all, my heartfelt condolences. Losing the whole crew must have been hard on you.
Yeah. I still can't get over it.
Their families have been informed. They're grief-stricken, as you can imagine. But the deaths of their loved ones will go down in history as part of a pioneering discovery. Your discovery.
So, do people know I found Rapidium?
We're keeping the news within a very limited circle. It's only wise for the time being.
Of course. Yeah. No reason to get everyone hyped up. Might still fail.
I can see you're a grown man, Jan. And you understand the stakes. Don't want to put pressure on you, but... failure is not an option.
That's why you had me create my altars? You'd rather let me lose my mind than lose the Rapidium?
It was a long shot, I admit. But we were saving both. Rapidium and you, Jan. Do you think it was a mistake?
I have mixed feelings. Sure, it's better to be alive, but I feel like a line's been crossed.
You certainly have a chance to experience something extraordinary. Many people would envy you.
Let's just get one thing straight, Maxwell. I know you expect things of me, but I'm no hero.
Ah, heroism. Are you familiar with the works of Albert Camus?
Of course.
Then we will understand each other well. Camus believed heroism was easy, accessible. For him, it was living a normal man's life that was a true challenge. Being decent. Doing the right thing. You are the first person to prove that we can actually excavate Rapidium in quantities that can really make a difference. A dream the biggest corporations have been chasing for over a decade now. Constantly failing. You say you're not a hero? Well, maybe I don't need you to be one. Maybe you should just carry on being a decent man, Jan Dolsky.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad. Thanks.
Of course, I would lie to you if I said your work is done. You've probably noticed how different Rapidium looks in reality than on the training materials they showed you.
Why is that?
It changes form constantly. Its chemical structure is so volatile that it is almost impossible to capture two particles in the same state. A fleeting substance. Spectacular. But also very unstable.
How come it works then?
Not enough tests were run to explain that. The only sample ever found in space was researched inside a mobile base like your own, but it never made it back to Earth. It lasted long enough to demonstrate its amazing qualities, only to disintegrate somewhere between the Copernicus and the Hyades cluster.
So, you're afraid the Rapidium I found might not withstand the journey?
I know it won't. That's why we came up with a special container for it. An Ark.
You mean like a box?
A hermetic module dedicated specifically to storing and transporting Rapidium. We have blueprints for it. Lucas should send the necessary data over to you by the time we finish talking. Constructing a Rapidium Ark should be your primary focus now.
Sounds like a big task. I should get to it straight away.
It is a big task, Jan. But it's worth every effort. I hope you realize the gravity of the moment.
I thought you said you didn't want to put pressure on me.
You're right. Lucas said you had questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
The branching procedure. There's a story there. Tell me.
It is something that has been tested long ago within Ally Corp. But for completely different reasons and, as you can imagine, in a much more rudimentary fashion.
Altering mind records? For whom?
I'm sorry, Jan. It's highly classified and I already told you too much. I think you deserve answers, but regarding this matter, like I said, things were tested just for a while. Not much came of it. Now, I'd love to keep on chatting, but I really will need to be ending this call soon. Do you have any more questions?
What will happen to my alters when we get back?
I don't know. Yet. I don't need to tell you this is unprecedented. There are no good practices here, but I know one thing. You can trust me and Lucas completely. But if anyone else contacts you, it's absolutely vital you don't tell them anything about the existence of the alters.
What? Why?
You know very well why, Jan. The law has been violated.
I thought Lucas said the branching was authorized.
You haven't been listening. There are no procedures for this sort of situation. There is no one who can officially authorize such an act. At the end of the day, it was your decision to branch yourself. It will be in your best interest to keep that in mind when considering the consequences.
I don't like the sound of this.
And we will come back to it later, I'm sure. Right now, I'll have to leave you shortly. Is there anything else?
Do you know what happened to my crew?
Lucas showed me the records. I have a theory, but it's more of a hunch. I don't have any hard proof to support it.
What is it?
Well, I think it might have been the quantum processing unit that killed them.
What? But that's... No, that's crazy.
Do you read detective stories, Jan? The culprit always needs to have two things. A motive and a means. Well, it certainly had a means to do it.
But why?
Like I said, it's just a hunch. I'm afraid I won't have much more time for now, Jan. Do you have any other questions?
No. I'm good.
Rapidium Arc, Jan. That's what you should focus on right now. Your secret is safe with me and Lucas. Once you come back with a remedy for Earth's ailments, nobody will think of punishing you for how you got it. Remember, just do the right thing. Now, I really have to go, but it was a pleasure talking to you, and we will talk more, I promise. Until then.
Evacuation functionality.
And I'm telling you this is the least important of our priorities. Right? Hey man, you're clearly angry.
Meaningless small talk will only make me more angry.
So maybe we can talk about something meaningful. What calms you down?
Punching that smirk of yours would definitely do the trick. But if you really need to know, walking it off, I guess.
And that's it? Sounds like postponing the detonation.
If I tell you it works, it works.
Evacuation functionality.
Hi there. You doing all right?
I don't know. All right, I guess, but still trying to find sense in this plot twist.
You're dealing with it really well. Great job.
Long time since I heard those two words put together. But yeah, focusing on the work helps me keep my demons at bay.
That's the spirit. Work is the best cure for all the problems. Don't hold back.
Damn, I just hope I don't fuck everything up again. That would really be my luck. Always the useless loser.
You're not a loser. You were just unlucky.
Oh yeah? What about your other body doubles? Were they unlucky too?
Well,
What difference does it make if I don't even know who I am anymore?
it's simple. You're a new person. Your past doesn't exist.
That sounds good.
Don't worry about it too much.
No. I'll try.
Procedure off.
What's this? Huh. It's triggering the alert in my suit. I need to learn more about this thing. Ice. I don't know that movie. Jeez, I packed a lot of stuff. found something peculiar on the planet. What exactly was peculiar about it? Everything. It was like a local distortion of reality. And it seemed to be emitting strong radiation. Yes. We could have expected to come across something like that sooner or later, according to reports from previous missions. Unidentified sources of radiation, unexplained electromagnetic field anomalies, distortions of matter, space, or even gravity. What are they? According to a bold theory fleshed out by Professor Frankov, they may be instances of the so-called interral. The what? Interral. In very simple terms, it's a non-coincidental superposition of potential universes. We don't know exactly why it occurs, but observations prove that under certain, not yet specified conditions, two or more parallel landscapes can coexist within a common quantum field, creating a so-called proximity plane. Whatever it is, doesn't sound like something I'd want to walk into again. Yes, it's fascinating, but it can be dangerous. If, and I stress if, Professor Frankov's intuition is right, then the distortion you have encountered could have been a puncture point, the spot where the proximity plane intersects with our observed universe, subverting its physical balance and distorting the rules of Newtonian mechanics. We need to learn more about these peculiarities. Inform me at once if you come across another one.
To the safer evacuation.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My lava lamp? You kept it? Sure. It's one of a few cool keepsakes from our childhood. Yeah. Mom and I like to sit by it in the evening, talking and joking. It reminds me of that period when life was challenging, but also really fucking great. I'm thinking of all that decent food I'll never eat again. Stop being so dramatic. Mush is acceptable. Come on. It's disgusting and you know it. Yes, it is. And I would enjoy eating something tastier, but there are more important things. I like the new metals outpost. Good, solid choice.
Must be another one of those cargo drops. Except that doesn't look like the crew's personal luggage. Might be worth checking out. Like some kind of device.
there's a way I could use it. Where'd my stuff landed here?
I like the new metals outpost. Good, solid choice.
must be another one of those cargo drops. Except that doesn't look like the crew's personal luggage. Might be worth checking out. Huh. Looks like some kind of device. Maybe there's a way I could use it. My stuff landed here.
This now? God, find some time for me. We gotta talk.
Awesome. Another movie.
Hey, you wanted to talk about something?
Yeah,
What is it?
I need something to, keep me going. I feel like shit.
What do you mean?
The arm that I lost in an accident. It's weird, but it hurts. I mean, fuck, it hurts.
Wait a minute. Isn't phantom pain supposed to work the other way around? Like, if you had an arm and then you lost it, then it hurts.
What? I don't know. It's your arm, not mine. Damn, everything is so fucked up in here. I am not some kind of wimp, so if I say it hurts, it really fucking hurts, alright?
Okay, calm down. I believe you.
Alright, so, you know there's only one way to deal with it, right? Numb the son of a bitch.
What are you talking about?
Painkillers, what else? Tramadol, hydrocodone, codeine, or that shit you doped me with before. That should do the trick. What? I'm not giving you any more of that stuff. It's too strong.
Come on, bro. I'm not a kid. I know what I'm doing. Spent half my fucking life on painkillers.
That's exactly why I'm not giving you more. They're highly addictive, and I don't want your head messed up.
Oh, come on.
This is probably just a psychosomatic problem. You're still in shock after waking up with a different body.
Psycho what? Just give me those goddamn pills.
No, it's all in your head. Just wait it out, and I'm sure it will pass.
You know what? Fuck you, sadist.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Marie? Marie Skwakovska? Where the hell did you find that old thing? Oh, I use it as an anti-stress ball, so it's always lying around. Anti-stress ball? This duck was the first audience for so many papers I wrote. Time for Marie to get back to her proper job. Look what I found. Any idea what it could be?
Let's see. It looks like a qubit chip.
Qubit chip?
Yeah, like an enhanced storage for quantum computing operations. It could be useful for increasing the efficiency of our QC unit, not to mention accessing new tech in the research lab.
So, I just plug it into the QC?
Plug it into whatever you want. Won't do much. It's dead. I'd give it some love in the workshop first.
Duly noted.
What's up?
How's that phantom pain of yours? Are you feeling any better?
No, I'm not. It's not going away.
Huh. That's not good. Maybe you would benefit from a proper timeout in the infirmary?
Yeah, I'll sure appreciate it when the next surge of pain gets me.
my stuff landed here. What is this? Another anomaly? It looks out of this world. Hey, is that one following me? What the hell? Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something. Hold on. Should I take care of this now? I have some comments about your mining technique. Mineral ratio to...
Bro, bug off. What a fucked up world we live in, huh?
I can see you've been down lately. Anything I can do to make you feel better?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm great.
Right. Anyway, I thought maybe we could talk. No harm in getting to know each other better.
Bro, you're not hitting on me, right?
I promise I'm not, so...
I don't know. Not much to talk about, really.
Well, I'm not forcing you. Just remember, if you ever need someone to vent to, you can count on me.
Thanks for not forcing me.
I ran into another anomaly. This one was different. It was like this distortion was closing in on me, as if I was pulling it toward me. How extraordinary. Maybe its magnetic field is interacting with your suit. Yeah, well, running away from it was no fun. Keeping clear of it is the only thing you can do for now. Let's keep collecting observations. I feel we're onto something groundbreaking here. I made a curious discovery. Another distortion? I don't know. It was different this time. It didn't look dangerous, no radiation. Actually, it didn't do anything. But it caught your attention. It's like nothing I've seen before. It must have something in common with the other distortions. Question is, are they the cause or the reason of so much rupidium here? I'd like to study them more. So would I. And for that, we'll have to design our own tools. Do you have anything specific in mind? Let me think about it. I need to look through Professor Frankov's lectures, as well as notes from other expeditions. We have a theory. I just need to find a way to put it into practice. So, did you find a solution to our problem? Yes. It's super simple. We'll build a bridge. Oh, just like that? Well, it can't be a regular bridge, of course. We don't have the time nor the manpower to accomplish that. However, there is a certain technology that came to my mind, superconductive bridge anchors. They could allow us to quickly span a light but durable construction across our obstacle. Wow, great. Sounds exciting. Yes, but... Oh, here we go. Cut out the sarcasm. It's not my fault this excursion was prepared by a dilettante. Blueprints for the anchors should be standard equipage for every mission since Project Versant went live, but not on this one. They should fire the logistician, if there ever was one. Versant? Versatile Synthetics Program. One of my undergraduate students went to work for them, had some impressive achievements, including designing bridge anchors for heavy exploration equipment. You'd think it would be obvious, but no. Tell me about it. It's so typical of Ally Corp to send people on a mission and then leave them stranded without proper equipment. I hope you're not feeling sorry for yourself, because we need to act. You are in touch with mining operations, right? Yeah, I am. Why? Next time you talk to someone from Mining Ops, tell them to send over the anchor blueprints from Versant. Once we have them, things will go back to super simple. You'll see. All right, will do.
I'm telling you, those systems were designed by eggheads who know nothing about Rapidium. Base is airtight, man. Nothing is...
Hey, I'd like to talk about those filters. You know, the miner's idea. You can't be serious. You know this whole thing is ridiculous, right? I'll be honest with you. I don't want to upset him. At least there's no harm putting in those filters. Well, you're the captain. You want me to indulge your paranoic? I'll do just that. I'm not getting any connection from mining ops. Any idea how I can ask them for those blueprints? Didn't they push you to mine Rapidium? Report getting the job done, and someone will turn up. Trust me, I know how this company works. Okay, thanks. I can see that you're angry. Just leave me alone. Come on, let me help. What do you usually do when you feel like this?
I don't know. Go to a bar, I guess. Nothing better than a bottle of cheap, lukewarm beer, am I right?
If you work hard, you gotta party hard, right?
You know it.
I'd like to talk to you about that filtering system you mentioned earlier.
Okay. You didn't change your mind, did you?
No, I'm glad you came to me with the idea. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going through with it.
Really? I was sure you were gonna say I'm being paranoid or something.
Hey man, can you hear me? Where am I? What is this? Take it easy. You're on strong sedatives. What the hell? Hello to you too. What? Is this some kind of joke? Who are you? Relax. I'll tell you everything. But right now, we need to focus on you, just to make sure you're all right. Can you answer a few questions for me? Okay. Do you remember who you are?
I'm... Jan Dulski.
Good. And what is your role on this mission, Jan?
I'm a... botanist. So... Wait, this is it? The mission? Did we land?
I'm afraid things went sideways during the landing. Everyone died. Except for me.
You. What about
Me? Are you... Are you real?
Just as real as you.
Then, what's going on?
It's like we're alternative versions of the same person.
Wow. But why is this happening?
I told you, everyone died. I had to use my DNA to recreate a crew if I wanted to save the mission.
That doesn't make any sense. We're not exactly the same.
Yes, we're different. You made different decisions in your life.
I'm not sure I understand.
You know what? I think you should just rest a little and read the mission logs. You'll find all the answers there.
Sure.
Yeah,
Mission logs. Why not?
hey, wait.
If all this is... If I am... I mean... What about my wife? Where is she? I need to know.
She's on Earth, and we need to figure out how to get there.
Okay. Okay. What do you want from me?
We'll need all the help we can get. Someone to run the greenhouse, prep the food, so on. Trust me, you'll have a lot to do.
I'm not sure I'm ready to work just like that.
Right. Like I said, rest, go through the logs, meet the rest of the crew, and let's talk again in a while.
Yeah.
I'll see you around.
Want me to go there, Chief? Would you like me to go there? I... Given the circumstances, you're doing quite well.
What the fuck? Did you just chop your arm off?
What's it look like? A fucking prank? I had to get rid of it.
But why?
Because it wasn't just in my head. It was real. Real pain, and I ended it. Like you couldn't. Just fuck off.
To the Saber evacuation zone. The quantum navigation system is a state-of-the-art group.
Hey, everything okay on your side? Actually, I was going to approach you. Do you think... Is there any way I can go back to my life, I mean?
Modifying its trajectory and setting it on course for the most probable location of valuable resources.
Imagine there was a way, and you could go back. What would be the first thing you'd do? That's a no-brainer. I'd check up on Lena. I'm worried to death about her. Why would you be worried? No, forget I said that. I think I'm still a little confused, that's all. You miss her, don't you?
Supplies can be prepared in the kitchen module. If food shortages are detected,
Of course I do. Suddenly, everything's gone. Just like that. It's brutal. I'll need more time to even start hoping to come to terms with it. Sure, take your time. But remember, you're needed here. Yeah. I'll do my best to find some sense in it.
To the safer evacuation functionality then. Please ensure that the Zima base has enough fuel for the upcoming journey.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My old projector. It's symbolic that you took it with you. I guess it reminds me of the first time when I thought it would be cool to explore space. Really? For me, it's more about feeling at home. It will definitely make me feel more comfortable around here. I'd like to talk to you about that filtering system you mentioned earlier.
Okay. You didn't change your mind, did you?
No, I'm glad you came to me with the idea. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going through with it.
Really? I was sure you were gonna say I'm being paranoid or something.
So, what do you got for me? An invention I'm particularly proud of. The Luminator. You mean a flashlight? You have a talent for making extraordinary things sound mundane. It's not just a flashlight, Jan. Tell me, when you encounter these distortions, what is your priority? Honestly, you're the one who's interested in them. I just want to avoid them and get on with my mission. Now you'll be able to do it.
Okay. How?
Professor Frankov discovered that certain frequencies of light waves can be used to peer into proximity planes, to study them. I've used his observations to create my Luminator so it can reveal elements of the integral hidden to the human eye. But it also has another, more pragmatic application. It can help to eliminate distortions.
You mean destroy them for good?
I'm just giving you a tool. You decide how to use it. You see, distortions are created around puncture points between potential universes. That much we know. Now, with the Luminator, they should become much more visible to you. Focusing the Luminator's light waves exactly on the puncture point will allow you to seal that rift. You could compare it to cauterizing a wound.
Damn. That does sound promising.
Indeed. Now you see why I don't like calling it a flashlight.
Activation functionality then. The evacuation procedure.
Well, hey man, I can see you've been tense lately.
Oh, me? Nah. I'm cool.
Come on, let me help. How do you usually deal with, anxiety?
Anxiety? I'm not a wimp. I don't do anxiety.
Well, I'd never call you a wimp, seeing how much work you get done in a day.
Thanks. I'm doing my best.
Come and find me when you have a moment. You wanted to discuss something? Yes. That moron who amputated his arm for no reason. Can you believe it? At a moment like this, we can't afford to have unproductive crew members on board. Not much we can do about it now. Well, we have to do something. That's why I wanted to talk. I could fit him with a prosthetic arm.
That's a great idea. Don't get beside yourself. It's a standard procedure in such cases.
Of course, I'd need a little time to tweak the details. Just assign the task to me and I'll know what to do. Have no doubt. If we want to meet our targets, we'll need a miner on top form.
don't see me, there's a thing. Can't get rid of you.
You wanted to talk about something?
Yeah, our one-armed friend. I've heard the scientist wants to give him a prosthetic arm to make him more productive.
Yeah, and make his life easier.
You seriously concerned about how he feels? Because if you are, then you probably realize he didn't self-harm for no reason, and a prosthetic won't necessarily solve the problem.
What are you saying?
You might want to consider a different solution, more sophisticated and compassionate.
Compassionate?
Yeah, well, I was thinking Rapidium speeds up organic growth, right? And since you created us, our whole bodies from just a DNA sample, can't you use the same technology to recreate a single limb?
Oh, sure. So that the miner can just cut it off again?
And what if he doesn't? Look, I know he felt that pain before, but what if this time you gave him his arm? One that would feel like a part of him from the very start. Show him that you believe he deserves a second chance.
How can you be sure the pain won't come back?
I can't. But something tells me it won't, because the problem is not really in his arm.
All right, I'm listening.
Poor bastard's insecure as hell. Changing that would be a big deal.
And how would you go about it?
I'm sure the scientist could figure out a way. He's too efficiency-driven to commit to it, but I know you could push him to make the extra effort.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about the miner's arm again.
What's there to talk about? The solution is simple. A prosthetic arm.
I was thinking, what if we try to use Rapidium to grow it back?
Now, why would we want to do that?
To find a more compassionate solution to his problem. It might not be about the arm at all, but about his insecurities.
Remind me, are we here to mine Rapidium or to humor insecure individuals?
So, you're telling me you can't do it?
I didn't say that. All I said is that a prosthetic arm is a quick and reliable solution. This treatment you suggest is time-consuming and highly unpredictable. Not to mention we'd be wasting Rapidium. But of course, I can cope with any task you assign to me. It's your call.
Evacuation functionality.
Before you head out, make sure you have all the important equipment. Haste makes waste.
To the Saber evacuation. Filler deposits required.
Hello, Jan.
To the Saber evacuation.
I'd like to talk to you about that filtering system you mentioned earlier.
Okay. You didn't change your mind, did you?
No, I'm glad you came to me with the idea. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going through with it.
Really? I was sure you were gonna say I'm being paranoid or something.
Evacuation functionality. When the base is ready,
Get rid of
evacuation procedure only optimal.
Is there a problem?
Yes, Jan, there's definitely a problem. People are fed up with how you're running this mission.
Evacuation functionality.
What do you mean, fed up? What is this?
Circumstance.
Are you blind?
Evacuation procedure.
Things gotta change, or else.
Proper nutrition of your crew during
Or else
this
what?
is essential.
Or else the change will be you out of this goddamn base.
Shortages are detected. The evacuation
What exactly do you want me to improve?
is too risky.
That shit you call food?
Its initiation.
I'm fed up with it.
To the safe
I hear you. I'll do what I can.
Please ensure that the Saba base has enough fuel for the upcoming journey.
You're afraid. I can see that.
Afraid? I'm not 6.
Right. Still, I'd like to make sure you feel comfortable, so what can I do?
Well, since you're asking, promise me you know what you're doing as captain.
Of course I know what I'm doing. Just follow my lead and you'll be okay.
Okay, man. I trust you. to discuss. Let's meet.
Functionality manual.
Hello, Jan. How's work on the miner's new arm going?
I came up with something. You could call it a serum. You can brew it in the kitchen, if you like. The arm should grow back within hours, but don't sue me if his mental problems aggravate.
Aggravate?
It's an experiment, isn't it? The outcome is always hard to predict. Don't say I didn't warn you.
To the sailor evacuation functionality.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Sailor evacuation functionality manual.
So, what do you think?
Well, this stuff actually tastes like food. I'm glad you took our little talk seriously.
Good. Let's put this whole thing behind us and focus on what's ahead.
To the sailor evacuation functionality.
Long day, huh?
To the sailor evacuation. Sailor evacuation functionality.
Hi.
To the Saber while the crew
I have something for you. If it's painkillers, I don't need them anymore. I'm fine.
No. I've decided to grow you a new arm.
What?
Yeah. Sounds crazy, but here it is. A special Dulski brew made only with freshly mined rupidium.
You're fucking with me.
Why would I? I want you to be happy.
Okay, you are fucking with me. Grow back my chopped off arm? Yeah, that's a good one, man.
No, not grow it back. It'll be a new one this time. Your own arm.
Oh, wow.
It'll be part of you, and I'm hoping it won't cause you pain anymore.
Shit, man. This is, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's confusing as fuck, but you're really getting me used to that. Okay, yeah. What the hell? I guess if you want to experiment on me. Why not? All done. Should I take care of this now? And? How is it? Does it taste safe enough? Tastes the same, but I'm calmer anyway.
To the safer evacuation.
Are you calmer now with the new filtering system and everything?
I think so. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure if it wasn't just me being paranoid. But even if it was, I guess it didn't hurt, right?
It helped. I'm sure of it.
Thanks, man. It means a lot.
I feel good about today.
where this leads.
What's happening? Radiation at this time of day? This is not good. I better get back inside now. What is going on? Damn it. We don't have enough radiation filters. Command room's down. What next?
Hey, how's the new arm?
Shit, man, I never thought I'd be so worked up about a part of myself. I can't stop looking at it. It's so, neat. Here.
Wow.
Cute, right? And guess what? No pain. I can't thank you enough, bro. I know how much it cost you to make that shit. And you nabbed some rubidium for me as well. Not to mention pissing off our whiz kid.
Yeah, I enjoyed that part.
Here's to you, brother. This arm's gonna do anything for you now. Well, no, not anything. You know what I mean, like, work-wise.
Sure. Just get back to what you were doing, all right? About the miner's arm. Kudos to you for sticking to the hard way. Let me just say, the miner's much more self-confident now. You know, it's funny how real it feels. All of us here, like a proper crew, fighting or helping each other out, just like actual people. Yeah. I'd like to be alone, please.
Life is essential. Food supplies can be
It's over. We made it. You wanted to talk?
Yeah, the magnetic storm. Quite a ride, huh?
Tell me about it. Glad we're out of it. For good, I hope.
Hope is the mother of fools. If you ask me, it looks like recurring magnetic storms might be a thing around here. We should think about how to prepare in case another one hits us.
Sure. Don't worry, I've got this.
Okay, Mr. Know-It-All. But maybe you want to hear me out anyway. Because I may have something interesting for you.
Tell me.
Well, it's pretty obvious that during emergencies, the base relies heavily on existing supplies, right?
Right?
That means we could use a smarter way to manage our production, to make sure we have a stable backup of all the crucial stuff.
That would be nice.
Well, listen to this. I found something in the manuals. The procedure we could set up. It's called Uphold Production. It lets you choose any item you want to produce. Let's say a radiation filter, and establish the amount of it you always want to have at the ready. Whenever you have less items on stock than you need, new ones will be queued for production automatically. Just like that.
Huh. That sounds like it could spare us a lot of micromanagement.
Exactly. Try it out and maybe we won't die because someone forgot to make mush.